Recording in progress. Good morning, honorable members and colleagues.
Morning, Chair.
Good morning, Chair. Morning, Chair.
Morning, Chair.
Good
Morning,
morning,
Chair.
morning, Chair.
Morning, Chairperson.
Can we start, honorable members and colleagues? Mercy, if you can fly to the agenda of today's meeting.
There you go, Chair.
No, thank you very much, honorable members. Once more, good morning to all of you, colleagues in the platform and honorable members. The agenda for today's meeting has been flighted by Mercy, and I welcome everyone in this platform, honorable members and also colleagues. Feel free to participate. And obvious today, I think, is the last portfolio committee of this sixth administration. I know it was a difficult journey since 2019 until this year, which is 2024. And we know that as tomorrow is our last sitting, and Parliament is rising, and this is our last committee. And colleagues, you were a good team. We had challenges as this portfolio committee, but at some point when there were challenges, we were able to guide and provide leadership. But now this is our last Lantika committee meeting, and hoping that all of us will then reflect positively to the committee annual report and also the committee legacy report of 2019 to 2024. So, honorable members, I'm sorry with those few words, and I welcome all of you. We've got the next apology, the item, Mercy, apologies. I understand I've got a problem with my gadget, and I have not seen any SMS from you about the apologies. If there are apologies, you can then table them.
Oh, okay. Morning, Chair. Morning once again. Morning to honorable members and colleagues. No, Chair, we do not have any apologies as yet. I did send you something, but I see with your gadget having problems, you couldn't actually see them. So there's no apologies, Chair. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mercy. Honorable members, there's no apologies. Then we are moving to the next item, which is the consideration and adoption of the committee annual report. I will then hand over to the team of Mr. Mwepe and Mr. Biela.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and honorable members and colleagues. Chairperson, as you have indicated that today is our last committee meeting for the 6th Parliament. We are presenting the legacy report, which is the journey that was undertaken from 2019 to 2024. So I will just, Chairperson, like as we normally go through our report, go page by page up until we go to the recommendations. the legacy report. If members have noted any corrections, spelling, or maybe they feel that we need to make some additions, members will then indicate. Let me just make the page to be much more visible. Yeah. Chair, this is page 1, and honorable members of the draft legacy report for the Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration.
Mr. Ngwepe, you're too fast. Share through you.
Don't be too fast, Mr. Mwepe.
Okay, Chair.
Take your time so that also as we reflect as honorable members, that's important, is the reflection of this report before we adopt it as the true reflection of what we've done from 2019 to 2024. It's still the draft now. Until we then adopt it, then it becomes our report.
Honorable Chair, through you.
Yes, Honorable Kibi.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. Good morning to you and colleagues and everybody. May I please request Mr. Ngwepe just to talk to the report. Whilst he's paging the report, just point by point, just talk to it, and then we can go faster.
Okay, no, I get that, Honorable. Okay, in terms of the background, we are just highlighting on the background in terms of which rules of the national mandate the committee to appoint members, among members appointed the chairperson of the committee. That was what we have done on the 2nd of July 2019. We have just stated the rules, which ruled in the National Assembly rule when we appointed the chairperson in the sixth Parliament. And then again on the second paragraph, Honorable Chair and honorable members, well, it was just to highlight that the legacy report of the fifth, that the committee considered the legacy report of the fifth Democratic Parliament when it commences work, and then the strat plan and then annual performance for the committee to guide was also to guide the oversight mandate over the journey of the sixth Parliament. And then when again we also indicated in the third paragraph that in March 2022 the president announced the placing of the country under hard lockdown as a way of protecting the lives of the citizens. We're just highlighting the fact that we were affected by COVID as a portfolio committee, and I think even the entire country and the world, just to indicate that period that impacted a lot of functioning of the committee. And then in terms of the purpose of the legacy report, we are saying the main purpose of this legacy report is just to provide an account of key achievements and challenges in the implementation of the committee 5-year strategic plan 2020-2025. And then we further indicate that the committee considered government priorities. Normally we get guided by the strat plan of the department, the APPs in terms of developing our program for the year, or that guide the committee on which areas or which focus areas the committee will be conducting oversight over. So we look at those, the department strat plan and the APPs. And then the second paragraph is just to highlight that the report will only document the significant committee initiatives, meaning we're not going to document almost each and every areas, but we have highlighted the key areas that we know that the committee has been conducting oversight over with regard to the departments and the entities that report to the committee in the sixth Parliament. So then the other method that we really emphasize here was just to say, we are not specifically, even though we are making recommendations, but it's upon the next committee just to consider, but it's not like as if you are recommending, you're saying the next parliament committee should do this. It's just to highlight that this legacy report is just to highlight areas that the 7th parliament might be interested also to pursue, as the committee in the 6th parliament was conducting oversight over some of those issues that have been flagged in the report. And then with regard to the key highlights, I think we'll just put the key highlights. It will be exactly what is contained in the recommendations. It's just a matter of when the committee agrees, then we'll just highlight them as a key highlight in the recommendations as a key highlights at the beginning. So we didn't put them because of they will be informed by the recommendations if the committee agrees with those recommendations. So then bullet number 3 is just about the department and the entities falling within the committee's portfolio. We do have the Department of Public Service and Administration, and we have indicated their mandate. I'm not going to go through their mandate. The Public Service Commission, together with their mandate, the National School of Government, also emphasize their mandate, and the Center for Public Service Innovation. Yeah, and if members still recalls, we didn't want to cover the aspect of the Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, as that mandate is no longer with the committee. So is that what this committee has done has been covered by the other committee, and the legacy report for that committee has been adopted as well. So here is just to highlight the function of the committee.
Through you, Chairperson, Chair. Through you, can hold Mr. Ngwepe.
Okay.
Chair.
Yes, yes, Honorable Ntuli.
Yes, Chairperson. On that note of the monitoring and evaluation, having established a new committee, but it would be nice because we did a lot of work on that committee. On that department, it would be nice to just to highlight in passing that at first, it was both departments, then later moved to be a standalone department. In passing.
Oh, okay. No, I get what you are saying. Just that on the other legacy report that was highlighted, but in the legacy report of the Department of, the Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration is not highlighted here. But we'll cover that on the background, Honorable Judy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think the point is noted. Yeah, but if you check their legacy report, the legacy report of that other committee, yes, we have made such an emphasis that the DPME and the Stats SA, they used to report or to account to Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration up until a particular period. But we will also have made such emphasis on this legacy report. Thanks for that point. Okay, in terms of the method, is the bullet number 5, the method of work of the committee. We have just highlighted the overarching mandate of the implementation of the public service administration policies and legislation in the public service. And we have highlighted that over the past 5 years, the committee conducted oversight of the entire departments on focus areas relating to administration of the department, governed by the policies and legislations developed by the DPSA. And we further indicated that we have invited other government departments to the committee, where a report like the Public Service Commission reports have highlighted that in this particular department, there are areas of concern where the committee then invited such kind of department, including the provincial legislatures, if members recall. And then this is just reflections of our program per year. I'm not going, I'll just highlight the meetings. If you'll see, honorable members, we have included even the stats and the DPME invitations when the committee were inviting them for to come and appear before the committee. So we have also included those meetings. So in 2020 as well, all the meetings have been covered. And in 2021 as well, the committee meetings also have been covered. Again, here in 2022, where we have started with the appointment of commissioners. And in 2023 as well, all the meetings have been indicated or highlighted in this report. In 2024, all the meetings have also been highlighted up until today's meeting, 27th March 2024. So with regard to the key statistics, I'll just check the committee in total held 132 meetings over a period of a 5 year. And then we processed 3 legislations. And we only undertaken 2 oversight. And then there were no study tours, international agreements processed. We didn't have one. With regard to statutory appointments, we only appointed 2 in relation to the Public Service Commission. And then the petitions, we only considered 1 petition with regard to pension payout, if members still recall. And then here the list of the members that serve in the committee. On the paragraph here is just to highlight that the committee had 2 chairpersons by the name of Mr. Jojo James, who was succeeded by the current chairperson, Ms. Tiliswa Mkweba. And then we have also highlighted there was a stability in the committee in terms of the parliament, and however, few members were also redeployed to other committees such as Ms. Lesoma, Dr. Gonde, and the late Ms. Maluleka, who passed away. So, okay, Ms. Maluleka was, just to indicate that she was also a member, but then she passed away during the process. And with regard to stakeholders,
Chair, I'm just checking with Mr. Ngwebe, Chairperson, through you. On the
Yes,
note of
Honorable Dube. Yes, Honorable Dube.
on the note of the composition of the committee, I wanted to check because we had Honorable Msipe who left the committee as well. We had at first it was not It was not Rosina Komane. It was, who was that? He did, Mr. Ngwepe, do you remember that? Yeah.
The whip of the EFF in the NCO.
Yeah, yes, he was changed. She was changed to the NSOP. And
Mm.
also, I wanted to check. Hence, you've put the passing away of Honorable Maluleke. If you are not going to include the passing away of Mr.
Okay.
Smith on the second.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry for that. I'll just note them and say thank you. And I'll check with, I forgot the surname of, but the EFF member.
And also from the DA, we had Honorable Clark, yes, who was also changed. Before Honorable Kondo, I think it was Honorable Clark. Yeah.
Okay.
And did you mention Honorable Maglua living there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just correct it. Was with the correct.
Yeah. In your own time, maybe you
Yeah.
put in the brackets, you put all the members that were with all the members that left the committee. Yeah,
Okay.
you'll put it
Okay.
nicely later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, thanks. Yeah, I think we've covered everyone. Okay. Yeah. With regard to the stakeholders, it was just to indicate that the committee met with expert whatever think tanks and then organized labor on numerous issues impacting on the work of the sector. And then concerning the public hearings, we had numerous public hearings with regards to the ease of doing business bill, and then public administration laws, a general amendment bill, public administration management amendment bill, and the public service amendment bill, and public service commission bill, of which with the public service commission bill, we only received the comments, but because of we have advertised for the public comments, but we haven't entertained the bill. We then that though it was not a full public hearings, but then the committee invited members of the public to submit inputs on the bill. And then with regard to the legislations, we have just indicated which year did the committee processed which legislation. In 2021, we processed the legislation on ease of doing business bill. And then we have indicated here the progress, and here is just the object of the bill. And then also whether what happened, then we said it was adopted an 80 seat, and then but this bill, if member still recalls, it was the bill was not desirable. Then the report was 80 seat. And then the second bill on the very same year, it was Public Administration's Laws General Amendment Bill. Again, the bill was not desirable, and then we have indicated the object of the bill as well. In 2022, there was nothing, and then in 2023, we then received got a referral from the Speaker's office to process the Public Administration Management Amendment Bill. The bill was then finalized, and then it was adopted, and then the bill was desirable. Then everything, like the report went to the National Assembly, and then for a debate, together with the Public Service Amendment Bill. So it's the same. The bill was then finalized. The bill was desirable. It was referred to the National Assembly, and both bills were referred to NCOP for concurrence. And then in December last year, 2023, we received the Public Service Commission bill. The bill was actually, it was November, it was end of November, and then we advertised. Unfortunately, the honorable member still recalls, we only received the submission, but due to time frames, we couldn't process this. So the bill will then be finalized in the next parliament.
On that note, Chair, on that note, I'm just checking, Mr. Ngwepe.
Okay.
Maybe to say it was presented, but we couldn't exhaust or finalize all the processes. Did you? I didn't get you. Yeah, it was presented to the committee, but unfortunately we couldn't finalize all the processes for the PSC bill.
Okay, let me. A bill presented to the committee, unfortunately, it couldn't be finalized in 2024. Okay. Is it fine, Honorable Ntuli? Through you, Chair.
Yes, Mr. Ngwepe.
Yeah, I was just asking.
Honorable Ntuli, do you think that the drafting of the sentence it's okay? Honorable Ntuli.
It's fine, Chairperson. Maybe even Mr. Ngwepe can fine tune it later on.
Okay. Okay. Here is just to indicate the challenges that have emerged in the processing of the legislations. We have indicated that there were no challenges experienced during the processing of the legislation, except certain political parties reserving their rights to the bill. So those are actually not challenges, but it's their political rights expressing their position with regard to those bills. So we have never encountered, if members and colleagues still remember, we have never encountered any challenges with regard to the processing of the bill, unless members would want to add or yeah. And then we have highlighted the issues for follow-up. The sixth parliament should consider following up on the following concern. Actually, it should be the seventh parliament, not the sixth, on the oversight on the professionalization framework of the public service to ensure that it yields desired results and impact. And again, on the oversight on the implementation of the amended legislation and finalizing of the outstanding bill. Outstanding bill referring to the Public Service Commission bill. And again, mulling on the idea of the centralized discipline management strategy. And and implementation of outstanding issues or incomplete programs of the National Development Plan 2020. And then with regard to the oversight trips, as I've indicated earlier on, that this committee only have undertaken only 2 oversights, the one in Gauteng and the one in Northern Cape, and I would say Northern Cape combined with the Free State. So all the reports were adopted and ATC'd. I will just pass through that one quickly. And then we have got no issues, challenges. And then here what was again just to highlight issues for follow-up. We have highlighted the issue of the Office of the Premier and Authority suggesting reforms on lifestyle audit. And then again, the Manidi Pico tertiary hospital status in terms of human resource and Batopele principles. Those are the issues that the next committee or the successor committee can make a follow-up visit if they want to still pursue areas that have been highlighted in the oversight report. With regard to study tours committee, we have attempted to go on study tour, but unfortunately then the application was not approved. So these are the issues that we, with regard to the study tour, we are highlighting that since this, this committee, the last
Mr.
time.
Ngwepe, through you, Chairperson, Mr. Ngwepe.
Okay.
When the committee going to do the follow-up on the 2 songs? Where I remember that it was not everything that is final with the 2 songs, but I'm subject for correction.
I'm not, it's just that I'm not sure if, but we can still put it there. I mean, the issue of the 2 zone service centers.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Ntuli. I wanted also to speak on the follow-ups on oversight, Mr. Ngwepe, because you'll remember that when we visited Gauteng, also even in the Northern Cape and Free State, there's nothing much happening with the 2 zone centers. So as a follow-up, I think that point must be added in terms of the follow-ups for the 6th and 7th administration, because they are not, they're not effective.
Okay, I think that's the way I've captured it now. Issues with regards to the ineffectiveness of the 2 zone service centers across the country. Then what will happen in the next parliament? In the next parliament, then will provide a further elaborative with regard to what are those issues using the legacy, the oversight report. Hello, Chair.
Yes, Mr. Ngwepe?
Yeah, is it fine the way I've
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I was on the study tour, then we're just indicating that the last time the Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration undertook a study tour, that was in 2012, and it's almost over 12 years without this committee undertaking a study tour. So it's just to give you a record in terms of the study tours, but then we also indicated that yes, it's not like as if this committee does not apply for the study tours. In most cases, when we apply, the application get unsuccessful, and therefore we are just wishing that the next parliament maybe should have a fair approach with regards to committees undertaking study tours the first or 2 years of their establishment, because normally these study tours they happen towards the end of the term of parliament, of which then they don't even serve the purpose that much. But if committees can be allowed to undertake their study tours on their first and their 2 years, then those study tours will then be meaningful in terms of guiding the oversight of committees. So that's what we are raising here as a way of guiding the next committee to say if they want to conduct a study tour, that should happen maybe on their first or their 2-year, while they are while they are still fresh and they are still trying to find way of how are they going to conduct an oversight on which and which specific focus areas, so that the oversight can be guided by those areas that they've gone and undertaken a study tour in whatever country. Yeah. So that's what we are highlighting here. And then with regard to the statutory,
Through you, Chairperson, maybe Mr. Ngwapa, you can add, I don't know how to phrase it, but you can add to say, as the DPSA is regarded as the overseer of department, and so as the portfolio committee on DPSA, and we feel strongly that this portfolio committee should be empowered in particularly to do its work. But I don't know how to phrase it. I'm just highlighting the cruciality of this committee, because in a way you see and you feel that it's not taken as serious as it should be. Thank you, Chairperson. Chair, Mr. Ngwapa, did you get me?
yeah, I'm typing, Honorable Ntuli, as
Yes, Honorable Nduli, he's typing.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you.
Okay, that point is well captured, but we'll refine tune it. That's why I'm highlighting it in red, Honorable Chair and Honorable Ntuli. Can I move to the statutory appointments? Yeah, just to
Yes,
indicate.
move.
Okay. Yeah, with regard to the statutory appointment, we only made 3 statutory appointments. I would say not 3, but like every year it was 1, and then in 2022 we had to process a recruitment of 3 commissioners, and 2023 it was just only 1. And then with regard to the challenges emerging, we have highlighted the renewal of contract of the commissioners. As currently there are no mechanisms to renew their contract in terms of what, if you still remember, in terms of what is it that Parliament will use to renew their contract, because currently the commissioners are not being assessed. So we further highlighted the issue of technical and internal parliamentary process and COVID-19 that also impacted us during this process. And then we are saying the committee saying to the 7th Parliament Committee to say they must the Public Service Commission bill should clarify the renewal process of commissioners' term and a system of measuring individual performance. So with regard to the new bill, that bill should also include the renewal process on how are they going to assist Parliament in terms of renewing their contract. So with regards to other referrals, we got the referrals from the Civil Servants Pension Redress Government Employee. This matter was dealt with. We have invited the National Treasury and the Department of Public Service and Administration with regards to this issue. We even wrote a report around that, and then the matter was concluded. So with regard to the recommendation, Honorable Chairperson and honorable members, we have made several recommendations. As I've indicated earlier on that we haven't included everything here, but we have looked at the key areas that the committee wish the next committee can focus on or not lose track on conducting oversight on. The first one was okay, we are saying that in terms of 16.1 that the department should, the sixth committee had consistently engaged with the department to ensure full implementation of the Public Administration Management Act of 2024, which aims, among other things, to coordinate, aims to strive for coordination between public service and local government. And the act was before us, honorable members. Therefore, the committee is recommending to the successor committee. The successor committee must ensure oversight on the amended Public Administration Management Act of 2024, including the finalization of the regulations for the entire legislation, as this was long overdue. And we are saying that the building a culture of professional begins with ensuring all governance legislations are adhered to by the public servants, and successor committee should hold all government departments accountable as the mandate of the committee is transversal by its nature. With regard to 16.2, we are also emphasizing the amendment process of the Public Service Act of 1994, which among was to the main objective of the bill was to transfer human resource powers from the executive authority to the accounting officer. So so we are just highlighting to the successor committee that it has to ensure implementation of the new provisions across the public service in order to professionalize the public sector and align with the principle of Chapter 13 of the National Development Plan. So it's just to encourage the next committee to conduct oversight over those areas that have been amended, but not just only specific areas, but the entire bill or the entire act, if the president will sign those bill into act. So the committee must not lose focus, but ensure that government departments are adhering to those legislations. And then with regard to 16.3, we are highlighting that the committee welcomed all efforts introduced by the president to combat corruption in the public sector, and the department development of guidelines for the lifestyle audit in the public service. In the public service, in the public service, the development of the lifestyle audit in March 2020 was a sluggish implementation of the lifestyle audit in the public service. And this decentralization of lifestyle audits to departments contributed to sluggish implementation, as other departments did not prioritize the audits, and there were no budgets allocated to undertake such audits. Therefore, the committee is recommending to the successor committee to continue pursuing Department of Public Service and Administration as charged with responsibility to develop norms and standards to monitor and evaluate the implementation of the guidelines of the lifestyle audit, as this has been regarded as a suitable mechanism to curb the scourge of corruption in the public sector. And then with regard to 16.4, we are also highlighting that the committee has been grappling with ensuring that the department play a meaningful role in assisting other departments to reduce disciplinary cases backlog. Then most of departments were unable to complete the disciplinary cases within the timeline of 90 days. Therefore, the successor committee has to continue playing an oversight role, including holding heads of departments accountable on this aspect, as government spends millions on suspended officials sitting at home doing nothing while drawing a salary. The successor committee has to ensure that the department review the disciplinary code and procedure and centralize disciplinary hearings through appointing short-term labor experts for cases which fall outside of 90 days with the aim of speeding up the finalization of long-standing cases. And then with regard to 16.5, here is the main emphasis was about the department leading digital transformation in the public service, and the World Bank report towards assisting the country to roll out the fourth industrial revolution. We are just highlighting that the successor committee should continue to oversee the implementation of the digital transformation in the public service as a way of improving government services to be more efficient and effective. And we are saying by digitalizing government services and information, e-government can streamline administrative processes, reduce paperwork, and save time and money. The department must be guided by the National E-Government Strategy and Roadmap in the implementation of digital transformation to improve quality of life. With regard to 16.6, we are highlighting the government steps to reduce compensation costs, which account to 31.4% of consolidated expenditure in 2022-2023, down from 34.5% in 2021-2022. Actually, the main emphasis here is just about the caution on the wage bill. And then we are indicating to the successor committee that it has to continue conducting oversight on the outcomes between government and organized labor on the wage negotiation by ensuring that there is a balance between remuneration increases and the physical strength and the need for additional staff in services. And the successor committee should further continue to oversee the DPSA, working with the National Treasury and review remuneration policies aimed towards having a single remuneration framework to be in line with the principle of fair, equitable, and sustainable remuneration. And with regard to the National School of Government, 16.7 is about the funding model. We are then saying the committee knows that that the school should also develop its funding model to self-sustain, and to rely on the National Treasury. And the school proposal should be scrutinized by the National and Cabinet to see government department, include local government, to set aside a particular percentage of their training budget to fund the National School of Government training courses. Yeah, and the committee further notes that the discussion document has been developed and submitted to the Forum of South African Director General and Clusters and Cabinet before the end of the financial year 2022-2023. And the discussion is part of the repositioning of the School of Government. Just a note, it was there are no recommendations there, but just to highlight that to the successor committee. Then we also highlighted on 16.8 the national framework towards professionalizing the public sector. I think we just highlighted that this framework plays a pivotal role in the public service, and therefore the successor committee has to ensure that the professionalization strategy is followed through and yielding impact and desired results, and ensure that all legislations governing the conduct of public servants are aligned with the principles of the framework. And then with regards to compulsory training courses for public servants, we have just indicated that the NSG plays a pivotal role in realizing the capable state by building the public service through promoting lifelong learning, improving skills, and providing the necessary orientation to entrance in the public sector. And we are then making a recommendation to the successor group that it has to consistently oversee the implementation of all 21 compulsory training programs, especially for all job categories. And then 16.210 skills audit and training needs. In 2023, the President of the Republic mandated the school to conduct skills audit and training needs for government department. And President said that the National School of Government will work with other organs of state like the Human Research, Science and Research Council to conduct this audit. We then say to the successor committee should ensure that the school table the report before the committee and recommend intervention to address skills deficit among existing public servants in middle and senior management positions. With regard to the Center for Public Service Innovation, we then highlight that the Center for Public Service Innovation should projects improve service delivery program across government departments that are needs driven through research and development. Therefore, the successor committee has to ensure that all innovative projects discovered by the CPSI should be handed over to the national and provincial executive to benefit all national and provincial departments per sector. For an example, central chronic medication dispensary and distribution. And then with regard to the school again, with and on 16.12, then we are saying to the successor committee has to ensure that the center plays a meaningful role in assisting the Department of Public Service and Administration in developing innovative solutions to digitize most of the administrative business processes in order to do away with paperless applications. And then on 16.13, we are further making an emphasis to the successor committee to ensure that the center is well resourced and capacitated in order to play a meaningful role in assisting government department to discover new innovative solutions to enhance service delivery. And lastly, with regard to CPSI, we are saying successor committee has to ensure that the CPSI appoints the executive director since the post has been vacant for a few years, and furthermore, it must address critical shortage of internal capacity, particularly in the wake of a system developer's resignation in October. Lastly, with the Public Service Commission, with regard to the Public Service Commission, the Commission has a constitutional mandate to oversee the public service, and the Commission was governed by the Public Service Commission Act of 1990, which does not empower the Commission to appoint its own secretary to the Commission. We are then just re-emphasizing what the Public Service Commission bill says, that they should appoint their own secretary to the Commission, so that they should not find themselves in, if they really want to be independent, they must appoint their own secretary that is independent from the executive. So that's what we are saying. We're then saying to the, we are just highlighting that towards the end of the 6th Parliament, the PSC undertook the process to repeal the Public Service Act to provide the Commission with more powers to hold the executive authority more accountable. And the bill is currently with Parliament, and the 6th Parliament is seized with it. And the successor committee has to ensure oversight over the implementation of the bill if adopted into law, which includes extended powers such as strengthening the role of the PSC to ensure that qualified people are appointed to senior management positions in the public administration, and moving towards creating a single and harmonized public service. So we will have to rephrase this because this was assuming that it might read as if like the committee has already processed the legislation. So we'll have to review this particular sentence, honorable members. Yes, together with this one. So with regard to 16.16, chairman's appointment and stability of the chairman's appointment and stability of the commissioners, we are just indicating that it has become a trend that the legislatures, both national and provincial, delays commissioners' recruitment and appointment, and the PSC informs legislatures timelessly. However, the delays gets encountered at that level. The Mpumalanga legislature is one of those legislatures, and the office of the premiers delayed the appointment of the provincial commissions 2019 to 2024. It's just to provide the practical example, meaning the office in the Public Service Commission in the province suffered due to inconsistencies. And then we have further indicate that the national legislature intervened by writing letters to the office of the premier and the speaker of the legislature without the success. Therefore, the experience of the national and provincial level of recent appointments was that there is a gap of several months between appointments, which adversely affects the effective functioning of the PSC. We then recommended to the successor committee that it needs to build a collaboration with all 9 provincial legislatures to ensure that the work of the commission does not suffer due to the committee's default, and the vacancy rate at the commission's level creates instability in the office, and the work of overseeing the province performance in terms of the mandate of the commission get compromised. With regard to 16.17, mechanisms used for the renewability of the contract of the commission, I've partly touched about this at the whatever, but let me just zoom at what we're just saying that the renewal must be based on the set criteria approved by the National Assembly or provincial legislature, as the case may be, to be used as performance measurement tool to assess commissioners. The successor committee, together with the provincial legislature, has to urgently collaborate to develop set criteria to be used as measure for the renewability of the contract of commissioner before it lapses. And then with regard to 16.18, commission's report debated in national and provincial parliament. We are saying the PSC, together with the committee, has to devise a strategy to ensure that specific recommendations emanating from the commission's reports are tabled in the National Assembly for debating and processing. And tabling of these reports in the national will assist in the implementation of the recommendations and ensuring accountability. And parliament committees would also be afforded an opportunity to acquaint themselves with the commission's recommendations, so that it is the responsibility of the Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration to interrogate and monitor and follow up on these recommendations. The successor committee has to ensure that critical PSC reports are debated and discussed in the national as a way of presenting the findings and recommendations of the PSC work. And debated reports will assist in entrenching a culture of accountability by the executive body. Honorable members, in conclusion of the legacy report, in conclusion, the Portfolio Committee would like to express appreciations of the work of the departments accounting to it, and further thanks the leadership of the minister and the deputy minister and the Department of Public Service and Administration and its entities for implementing the mandate of their respective departments. And further, we are saying that the chairperson and deputy chairperson of the Public Service Commission, including all commissioners, for providing the committee with the reports to hold members of the executive authority accountable on their performance. And then lastly, the chairperson of the committee appreciate the work of the members of the committee and support staff for ensuring that the work of Parliament was rendered effectively and efficiently till the end of the 6th Parliament. And furthermore, the Portfolio Committee wishes the successor committee the best in taking the work of the Portfolio Committee on Public Service and Administration forward. This is the end of the report, Honorable Chair and Honorable members and colleagues.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mwepe. Honorable members, that's the draft legacy report
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good morning once again to yourselves. Good morning to the members and everybody on the platform, the administration as well. Honorable Chair, I think they've covered everything that the committee have been doing on this sixth parliament. I therefore recommend that we accept the report with all the corrections that were made by yourselves and Honorable Ntuli. I think I'm comfortable with the report as it is right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ntuli, Honorable Kibi, I mean. Because there's no hands and Honorable Kibi have moved for the adoption of this legacy report with a few amendments from us. There's no other hands, honorable members.
Chairperson,
Okay.
I second Honorable Kibi. That is Ntuli.
Honorable Ntuli, a second adoption of this legacy reports. I've seen the mic of Honorable Inkosi Cebekulu was open. Do you want to say something, Honorable Cebekulu?
Good morning, Chair and members and the support team. I just wanted to support the proposed acceptance of the report. That was all.
Thank you very much, Chief Cebekulu, to second the adoption of this legacy report. Now the report, honorable members, is no longer a draft. Now it's our legacy report for this sixth administration. And thank you very much to our team and yourself. Now we're moving to the next item. The next item.
It's minutes, Chairperson.
Okay. Does it mean the annual report and the legacy report is the one and the same?
Yes, Shalo. The annual report is a mini report which has got just the operations of the committee. But the one that is going to meet is the one of the annual report. It's the one. It's the one of the legacy report, which will then be submitted to the House. The annual report is also show all the process of the committee that has been going throughout the year.
Okay.
So we will do the minutes. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Mercy, for that. Which means then all our reports of this sixth administration have been adopted. And now, honorable members, we are moving to the minutes, which is our last minutes of this committee. Can you then flight the first set of minutes, Mercy?
Thank you, Chair. These are the minutes of the 13th of March 2024, Chair. I'm on page 1.
For the sake of the people of South Africa, we have the minutes as honorable members. Can you flag them so that as they follow, they understand the minutes, what happened on that particular day on the 13th of March?
Thank you, Chair. We were dealing with e-governments in the public service, Chairperson. I am on page 1. We also dealt with monitoring and oversight.
There's nothing, Mercy, there's nothing on your screen. Except
yes,
it's my screen.
Can also other honorable members see the minutes?
Yes, Chair, we can see the minutes. I think it's on your side.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay, I'm on page 1, Chair. The attendance register, Chair.
No, proceed, Masi.
I'm on page 2. I'm on page 3, Chair. Page 4. We also adopted some minutes on the day, Chair. That's the last page, Chair. These are the minutes of the 13th of March, 2024, Chair. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Masi. Honorable members, the minutes of the 13th March 2024 has been presented, and they were all sent to all of us so that as we then prepare for this meeting, we are able to pick up if there are missing issues. I see the hand of Honorable Nduli, followed by Honorable Kibi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I rise to move for the adoption of this set of minutes of the 13th of March. Chair, was I audible, Chair? Chair? Chair, am I audible?
Yes, I had a problem with my gadget, Honorable Nduli.
Excuse, Chairperson. I've moved for the adoption of the minutes, Chairperson.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Nduli. Then Honorable Kibi.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I second the move by Honorable Nduli on the adoption of the minutes of the 13th of March. I thank you, Chair.
Chair, I am now flighting the minutes of the 20th of March, Chair. I am on page 1. These are the minutes of last week, Chair. Page 2. Page 3, Chair. Page 4. We also dealt with some minutes on the day, Chair. This is the last page. These are the minutes of the 20th of March, Chair, 2024. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Masi. The minutes of the 20th, Honorable members, have been tabled. I'm taking hands, want to say something on these minutes. Honorable Kibi and Honorable Nduli.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move for the adoption of the minutes of the 20th of March as a true reflection of that meeting. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chairperson. I second Honorable Kibi on the adoption of the minutes of the 20th of March.
Thank you very much, Honorable members. Masi.
Those are the last ones, Chairperson. Thank you so much.
Okay. Honorable members, that was the last set of minutes to be adopted by this portfolio committee. I will then, honorable members, because it's our last meeting, give honorable members who want to say something, to the team of this committee. Honorable members, I'm taking hands. I see the hands of Honorable Nduli. Okay, there's a hand of Honorable Maneli will start, Honorable Kibi will start, and then Honorable Nduli.
Thank you, Chairperson. and greetings to honorable members of the committee and the staff. Chairperson, this is just to convey my gratitude and appreciation of being a member of this committee since my arrival, I think early 2021. Yeah, I came midterm. I've learned a lot, and I must say that I'm proud to have been the servant of the people through this committee. I just hope that we'll all have a good life beyond the committee. For those that are coming back, good luck, and everybody must just keep well. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you with the sweet words, Honorable Maneli. Honorable Kibi.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I also, on my side, Honorable Chair, want to thank the support staff. They were really a wonderful team. At all times, they were really playing the role of advising and also guiding us where they are supposed to. I'm really proud to be with them on this leadership. The leadership, the honorable members that we served with, thank you so much for working with you. Thank you so much for understanding and tolerating one another, because this always goes with tolerance. If you are unable to tolerate one another, it's going to be a challenge. Honorable Chair, I can't leave you out. I have to thank you as well. I know there were difficult times where you have to struggle with your network, but you try your best to be part of the meetings, and we never postponed or allowed somebody to act on your behalf because of certain challenges. You always tried to be attending meetings and also be in time. Thank you so much to all the honorable members, for also the members from the opposition. Sometimes we were differing, but nobody held anything against one another. After we have differed, we become friends and we chant our way forward. Thank you so much. And I also wish all those that will be coming back, because I'm not, to work very closely with the support staff. And also I wish them very well and successful elections to the opposition, because all of us are on the field now. We are working very hard. I thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Chairperson, for the opportunity to say the last words in this committee. It is my profound gratitude to have been serving in this committee, Chair. I would love to echo the words of my colleagues in thanking each one of us in this committee, starting with you, Chairperson, the support staff, the colleagues, and also to emphasize what Honorable Kibi had alluded to say, as the multi-party portfolio committee, we've got mandates from our parties, and that doesn't make us enemies. And I've learned along the way that indeed in this portfolio committee we were we was a family. Chair, I think it's been a long journey, particularly for I think it's myself, because Kulu and Honorable Kibi. We started in this committee from 2019, And it's so sad and heartbreaking that some of those that we started with fell along the journey. We lost the minister, Honorable Mthembu, we lost Honorable Maluleke, we lost Honorable CBC. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Chairperson, I would love also to wish everyone the best in the 7th term. I'm not coming back in the National Assembly. And it was so profound working with all of you guys. Mercy, Mr. Ngwepe, Mr. Biele. And when we started the virtual meetings, Tandogazi and others, it was we learned something very new. We've never have had some online meetings, but now we are used to virtual meetings as if we've been playing in this field. Yeah, without much ado, Chairperson, I wonder if Honorable Schreiber, Inkosi Kulu, and Honorable Komane is still in the platform. I would love to thank them. I would love to thank them, particularly Mr. Schreiber. We were with you from the beginning of the term, sir, and honorable member. And really, we learned a lot from one another, and we are hoping that all the lessons that we learned from this portfolio committee, wherever we are going to be deployed, it will be a good provision for us. Thank you, Chair.
Chair. Hello, Chairperson. Are you still steering your ship, Chairperson?
Oh, honorable members, he had complained with the muting of her gadget. Maybe in the absence of the chairperson's comrade, Honorable, was it Honorable Nkosi?
Yes, it's myself, Oronduli.
Okay, you can go ahead, because yes, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Honorable Nduli. Go ahead, Honorable Tabekulu.
Thanks, Chairperson. All right, just to say, you've been a good captain steering your ship through the term that you've managed as appointed to come and lead this committee. You've done your job according to the book. You've managed to assist in controlling the committee so that we don't have unnecessary arguments around the debates or the comments and opinions as committee was doing. Thanks to all members of the portfolio committee who have been around. Thanks to the support staff, the researchers, and the current advisors of the committee. We were lucky enough to have come thus far after having gone through the difficult time during the COVID. One was not hoping would be at this time of the year, saying thanks to colleagues and to say goodbye to them. Wishing all members good luck for those who will be out campaigning. I wish we could successfully manage to sort of stand for what our parties believe in, to convince the voters to vote for our party so that our country could continuously go on with the good leaders that will be standing for the nation, which is South Africa. Thanks once again, Chairperson. And I know I've been quiet since I came to the committee, but the reasons, as an old man from rural area who has difficulty in technology, I couldn't, afford trying to touch this gadget icon so that I could maybe make some contributions. But following what members have just been contributing, I think I was very much empowered and know how things are done in Parliament. All the best to you, Chairperson, or colleagues or members of the Portfolio Committee, the support staff, the Secretary of the committee, who has been very tolerant with me, always forwarding the apologies of the meeting because of the ground that we are very thin on the ground, so I couldn't. I had to juggle around some committees where I couldn't maybe at times grasp what was happening. But anyway, that is water under the bridge. Now that we have come to the end of the year, but one has gained a lot from what members have been contributing to the committee. Thanks, Chairperson. We all have a good holidays when we go back to our constituencies and start campaigning for our parties. Thank you.
Chairperson, are you there?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Maneli. Thank you very much, Honorable Ntuli. Thank you very much to Honorable Kibi and the Chief Inkosi Ecebekhulu with the suite. Oh, I see there's a hand of Honorable Khwenke. Honorable Khwenke and Honorable, okay, just hold on, Honorable members. Honorable Komane, I see your hand, and Honorable Khwenke.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. And I just want to say good morning to our colleagues. I'm fairly new in this particular committee, but it's been good joining this particular committee. But I wanted us, as our term of the 6th administration will be coming to an end, and with the belief that the weariness may begin to set. But like I indicated, I want us to take this moment just to pause and reflect on what the committee had achieved in all our collective responsibilities, taking into cognizance the gains, the opportunities, the challenges of all these past years, even though I've been with this particular committee for a short period. And immediately after that, I believe, honestly so, that all of us will use what we now call, or what is fashionable, insofar as the president address is concerned, called Dintswalo. We use that as a mirror of yet another opportunity before us to do much better in our respective responsibilities. I strongly believe that all of us have outsmart our own performance, and we've become the greater versions of our own selves. It was my wish to have participated from the beginning, since you all started to do the very good work you have done. All the officials, all the researchers, and everybody who contributed to the success of this particular portfolio committee. So all I can say is that, you know, if something is coming to an end, all of us and all our colleagues who have just said something here, I know that they are starting to shed some tears, because we are going to miss each other. We are going to miss various contributions that we have all made, and everything that really brought us together, whether we are from various parties. But our intention was to serve the people of South Africa. With all that, Comrade Chairperson, I want to thank you all, particularly you, the Chairperson, for being such an outstanding Chairperson. I haven't had any difficulties in making sure that I align myself with whatever that was presented, even though I joined late. And all of you members, God dwell and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Chairperson, are you there?
Thank you so
Masibone?
much,
Okay.
Honorable Koman. Thank you so much, Honorable Ntuli. Honorable Komane.
Thank you so much, Chairperson. And once more, let me over and above thank you for chairing this ship for the longest time that we had, with your patience and with your leadership. From the Economic Freedom Fighters, let me also take this opportunity to thank all the staff members, the support staff that assisted us through the times, even through difficult times. It was very a touching moment. It was sometimes not very easy, but you made our lives and our work very simple. And for that, you need to be applauded. And Chair, one would also thank all the political parties who participated in this committee, particularly during the hard times where we had to appoint members and where we had to appoint like commissioners and so on. It was very difficult, but we had found a way. And I hope we have appointed creme de la creme, even though we had our own issues, but we were able to rise above. I want to take this opportunity as well to still convey message of condolences to the political parties who lost their members during this time. And we hope God prevails and God they find comfort from the Lord. Chair, having said that, you were very good to all of us. Committee members, you were very good to me, particularly during my hard times. And that did not go unnoticed. And for that, from the Economic Freedom Fighters, we thank the work of this committee. We want to thank everybody, because all above the political parties, we are family, we are members, we are people. But that was portrayed through your leadership, Chairperson, in this committee, that we are one, irrespective of our political affiliation. And for that, I would respect you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, honorable members, Honorable Maneli, Honorable Kibi, Honorable Ntuli, Honorable Nkosi Cebekulu, Honorable Hueng, and Honorable Komane with the sweet words, and definitely here we are different political parties with different ideologies, but we have to rise above. But I want once more to thank all of you, honorable members, and wishing you good luck and well in all your endeavors. And as we rise and our sixth parliament coming to an end, we wish you well. And also I want to thank our support team, a good A team that carried us, honorable members, from 2019 until thus far. And we, along the way, we had challenges, but they have managed to carry us and manage all the challenges. And we wish them well, honorable members, as we then end our sixth term. I see the hand of Mr. Mwepe.
Yeah, Chair, actually from the support staff, we also like to say we really like to appreciate the time that we spend with all members, including you, Chairperson, for believing in us, and I believe in even other members believed in us for guiding where we need to guide. And yeah, and we also like to wish you all the best for those members that are returning and those that are not returning. We wish the best in their future. We wish them the best in their future endeavors. Those that they will be with us in the seventh parliament. We'll just say let's keep soldiering on in terms of doing the country's work. Those that are not there, to keep on looking at us and then supporting us even from wherever they will be, at home or whatever. But we really appreciate the fact that Honorable Chair and Honorable members, all of you all gave us the support. We never had issues when it comes to attending committee meetings or meeting with so and so. If a member requests something, we've never had hassles. We always know that at least we have got members that understand our strength and our weaknesses there and there. So we really thank you, honorable members in Chairperson, for your leadership.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mwepe, on behalf of our support staff. Now, honorable members, the time is 11:02 and the meeting is adjourned. And thank you very much to all of you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
All members.
Komani,
All of us, all of you members.
I love you guys. I love you all.
Love
Thank you
you
for
too.
everything.
Thank you, honorable members. Thank you so much.
Thank
All the
you.
best.
Be with us all.
Recording stopped.